doing this to me. Oh, quit. Jesus Christ. Did I have the volume off? No. Sorry people if it's still doing it. Oh shit, maybe it's because it's dying. Ooh. Alright. I'm gonna try to move. Oh shit, it's so fucked. Is that doing that to you guys on the audio? Not giving me chat back. I wasn't doing this last time. Leave it open somewhere else? Something else open? Is that thing making a noise? This tweet. I retweet. It's making a noise. It's making a noise. It's all orange. Because I gotta play my game on it. I don't play. It's funny. Gotta mute this. Yeah, that needs it. It's okay. crazy weird feedback. Oh, Wazinga. Ah, hallelujah. Amen. Alright, we're back. Welcome to the Blake Chess Team live stream. That's what we call it because we don't take the time to name it or anything. And it makes me laugh. What's up, people? Can you see me? I'm putting the chat over here because y'all know I like the inputs. Let's get some of it. Sorry. I'm just talking. Spiraling into self-obsession. No, sorry. Okay. Hold tight. I'm going to start a little music here. Switch to dark mode for your viewing pleasure. Oh, maybe we should just jump in there live stream. Can we live stream watching live stream? It's kind of weird. What do you guys think? Live stream, watching live stream? Oh my god, which one should we try? I think that's way too much. See, what I wish I could do
I'd like to get to a story if we're only thumbs up. If we're only thumbs up, I'm going to move on. Me love you, John Slayer. Okay. We're using words. We're using words. We're away from sign language. Someone wrote Ram Ranch. That's fine. What is the meaning of life? The meaning of life is to have such a great time that you forget that sometimes the meaning of life is a question that can stop you dead in your tracks. Make you get off an airplane, run back to the one you said goodbye to, and raise a couple of kids. Forever, endeared to them through the bonds of settling. It's the meaning of life. I put this up on my story last night. I couldn't wait. And I thought it made a very good story because it was so text-based. A lot of people asked me, John, is this for real? I thought it was clear Kellogg's went way out of their way with this. But in case anybody thought that I was making this up, and maybe that's my curse, BJ. Maybe it's a little bit, I would put myself on the Andy Kaufman level. But I would say that when I do something that's serious, sometimes people wonder whether I made it up. I didn't make it up. This is the back of the box where they wrote, it's backwards for you guys, Powering John Mayer's Strength. The reason I'm showing this to you again is because we've seen a lot of brand social media strategy, and we kick it to the curb most of the time. I always, you know what, when people send me free stuff, I look at it, and I either give it away, but if it's like something that could go in the garbage, I like look at it and I wave bye to it, because I feel bad throwing away, like, stuff sometimes. I'll throw away a t-shirt, and if you guys want to come at me for throwing away a t-shirt, because it could have gone on someone's back, we live in a very t-shirt heavy world now. Point is, everyone's got a t-shirt. But this is now Powering My Strength. So here's what happens. It's like 4:30 in the morning. When I get up, I'm a cereal at night guy. Like my father and probably his father before him. Cereal at night guy. I always say, feed the stomach and the body will sleep. That's how you get to sleep. Before Ambien, we had cereal. Everybody's talking about Ambien. You know what? There's no racist text tweets coming out of a dude after Special K. You know what there is? Just enrichment. Vitamin enrichment and sleep. That's what's coming out. So I'm sitting down eating alone. By the way, it's a very vulnerable place. You're sitting alone, eating. You're in the sort of ergonomics of a child. Doing this. You're staring at stuff, thinking about your life. If you've ever seen The Game.
Oh, just talking about
Starring
this.
Michael Douglas.
Shit, I was just talking about
This
this.
was like, because I looked at the box
Michael, are you
and
watching?
it said, "You're tired. Your brain's fuzzy.
Okay.
That's your body
This
calling
shit is
for
so
B
crazy.
vitamins, John." And I swear it was like I
Y'all probably don't know what's going on here, but
was on an
let me
acid
just look
trip,
at the
which I've
story
never been
posted.
on.
No. Well, I don't want to X out this because I'm worried it's going to disappear. It's 23 hours ago.
Trip, which I've never been on. But, and again, I'll say it again, I'm not a litigious person. But dose me, and I will sue. So then also...
Hold on. So, the story is Kellogg's has made this custom... Okay, well, first, let's go back. Hang on. Let me get this working. I think it goes this way. I swipe down, and I do screen mirroring, and I do Blaze Magic Pro. Code. Enter the on-screen code. Well, on-screen code. Would that be in... Oh, here it is. Here it is. 3932. I mean, come on, guys. I need this software. Smash that like button. I mean, am I wrong? Alright. So, we'll move this over here now. And then... we'll come back to that. Reflector, sponsor me. Reach out. I'm gonna keep the music playing. I like the little tunes. Thanks, Reflector. For the free trial. Hell, I'm just behind it. Is that too much? Alright. Let's see if this works.
It says, we want to power you. It says all these things, powering John Mayer's Strength. So, I'm away by...
Check this shit out.
It's code. Happy Sunday.
This is my
now,
biggest inspiration for the
Monday.
show right now.
we're just going to let that AC run because we have upped the staffage now of the show. There's like 8-9 people around me. We're trying to give you the best we can. It's current mood.
Here, I'll move it.
I'm going to lead right off. I'm tired. Why is that a win for you? Because I don't remember any of the big words. When I use the small words, everyone can understand. So tonight, universally understood with my tired small words. You know, a lot of people were upset that I had to go on late tonight, but there was no other way around it. I had a thing, people. Anyone ever have a thing? You know, you tell people I have a thing. When you tell someone that you have a thing, they tend to not ask anymore. Well, what's the thing? Saying you have a thing is a terminal part of the conversation. I had a thing.
That's true. It should be.
But I had no other choice. I can't pre-tape current mood because it's in the title, current mood. And there's a very special mood that only happens Sunday night. Also, the star of the show is not me. Watch out, it's about to get corny. The real star of the show is you guys. Actually, the real star of the show is Thundercat, who's going to be with us a little bit later on. So much to get to, but first, let's see what's going on in the mailbag, aka the comments. A lot of thumbs up, double thumbs up back to you as well. To our East Coast fans who have now had to stay up for 2 extra long nights. Number one was the World Series game that I believe went 26 innings.
Is it delayed?
I'm doing it to you again. Keeping you up late. I'd like to get to a story if we're only thumbs up. I mean, if we're only thumbs up, I'm going to move on. Me love you, John Slayer. Okay. We're using words. We're away from sign language. Someone wrote Ram Ranch. That's fine. What is the meaning of life? The meaning of life is to have such a great time that you forget that sometimes the meaning of life is a question that can stop you dead in your tracks. Make you get off an airplane. Run back to the one you said goodbye to. And raise a couple of kids. Forever endeared to them through the bonds of settling. It's the meaning of life.
Oh, we're getting closer.
I put this up on my story last night. I couldn't wait.
We're back.
And I thought it made a very good story because it was so text-based. A lot of people asked me. I thought I'm clear that Kellogg's went way out of their way with this. But in case anybody thought that I was making this up, and maybe that's my curse, BJ. Maybe it's a little bit. I would put myself on the Andy Kaufman level, but I would say that when I do something that's serious, sometimes people wonder. I didn't make it up. This is the back of the box where they wrote. It's backwards for you guys. Powering John Mayer's strength. The reason I'm showing this to you again is because we've seen a lot of brand social media strategy.
Okay, so maybe he's going to tell the whole story. I don't think he tells the whole story here. You have to watch the story, and I think it's already disappeared, or I'll show you. And I'm worried if I'm back out of this, it'll disappear. But basically, he made a comment about powering your strength, their new tagline for Kellogg's, on his story, kind of making fun of it. It just didn't make sense to him. It was kind of a weird phrase. And he poked fun at them. And then they snuck, according to him, they snuck a customized Kellogg's box into his apartment and hid it in his kitchen cabinets. Somebody. And again, I mean, I'm sure they have people buy food for them when they're, on the road and shit. Then he was sitting there in the middle of the night eating a bowl of cereal, and like when we'll go into it, I'm like a cereal at night guy myself. I watched this already. I think he talks about it. Here, we'll get into it. Maybe I'll talk about it.
And we kick it to the curb most of the time. I always,
Hopefully
when people send me free stuff, I look at it and I either give it away, but if it's like something that could go in the garbage, I like look at it and
I
like
think he
wave bye to
explains
it
it here.
because I feel bad throwing away like stuff sometimes. I'll throw away a t-shirt, and if you guys want to come at me for throwing away a t-shirt because it could have gone on someone's back, we live in a very t-shirt heavy world now. Point is, everyone's got a t-shirt. But this is now powering my strength. So here's what happens. It's like 4:30 in the morning, and I get up. I'm a cereal at night guy, like my father and probably his father before him. Cereal at night guy. I always say, feed the stomach and the body will sleep. That's how you get to sleep. Before Ambien, we had cereal. Everybody's talking about Ambien. You know what? There's no racist text tweets coming out of a dude after Special K. You know what there is? Just enrichment. Vitamin enrichment and sleep. That's what's coming out. So I'm sitting down eating alone. By the way, it's a very vulnerable place. You're sitting alone, eating. You're in the sort of ergonomics of a child. Doing this. You're staring at stuff, thinking about your life. And if you've ever seen The Game, starring Michael Douglas, this is very much what this was like, because I looked at the box and it said, "You're tired. Your brain's fuzzy. That's your body calling for B vitamins, John." And I swear it was like I was on an acid trip, which I've never been on. But, again, I'll say it again, I'm not a litigious person.
Did he make this up?
But dose me,
What do you think?
and I will sue.
Comment.
So then also, it says, we want to power you. It says all these things, powering John Mayer strength. So I was blown away by it. And I have to say it again one more time. All the way from Battle Creek, Michigan, one of the best brands I've ever seen in my life. Wholesome and hearty, not just as a breakfast cereal, but also as a brand. You know, they don't have to tell people what their brand values are. A lot of brands today, they say, this is not our brand values. Kellogg's never had to do it, because everyone around Kellogg's understands what the brand values are. Kellogg's. So that was absolutely amazing. We have a new segment on the show, because that's what the show needed. Something to hold it together. And that segment is a little something I like to call... Can I talk to you over here for a minute? I wanted a theme song for the segment, and I just went to Spotify and typed in, "Can I talk to you for a minute?" And this is what came up. And I knew that was going to be my theme song. So Spotify has millions of tracks, by the way. Millions of tracks. Many that you don't know. Namely, okay, this is called Can I Talk to You Over Here for a Minute? And I'll do it every week. Different recipient. I want to pull aside, have a little come to Jesus with them. So, this week's mark, page 6. Page 6. Can I talk to you over here for a minute? Listen, everybody had a really fun time last episode. Cassie David came on. She was hilarious. She asked a really cool series of questions that was exciting, and it was kind of cathartic for me because she asked in such broad terms. Blink twice if you've slept with more than 800 women. Now, 800 women is such a broad number that is impossible. It's anybody who talks to me, anybody who knows how I spend my private time, knows that I would never give it to 800 women. I love hanging out by myself. And anybody who's known me, Cassie being one of them, would know that that's a fun question to ask, because very handily it won't be 800, but just broaching the subject itself is funny and cathartic to me, because for so many years I've been running from any reference to dating or romance, and I'm sure it's had something to do with the reason I've been single for the last 4 years, because I feel like I'm rocking a boat by ever going out with someone. Then she asked me, blink twice if you've ever slept. If you've slept with more than 500, and again, didn't blink. I made reference to being a sub 500 guy. And you guys, and I know, listen, it's a tough world out there and you want people to like you, and I try to do it too. But I feel like people might like you more if you would just go along with what the truth is. Because the headline said that I slept with 500 women, which again, I want you to know that tonight would be an amazing night for a guy who slept with over 500 women to sleep with another woman. But instead, I'm around plush animals that I hot glue gun to foam core board, taped together to make a set so I can do a TV show and have fun with my friends. And then you bring back all this stuff that just makes me feel bad. It's made me feel bad for years. So I just want to say, hey, Sidney, let's have some fun. Definitely come back to the party. Definitely have some fun. I also just want to say that I thought about it over the week. And I actually went back over my entire dating history. And my number is 6. So I just wanted you to know that. And my number is 6. And I'm proud of it. So, let's just carry on. Also, update your sort of inner Wikipedia on your boy, you know? Come to 2018. Come to 2018. All right, thank you. Let's all go back into the party. That was Can I Talk to You Over Here for a Minute? I thought that went really well. Let's see what's going on here in the comments. Oh, 6. That's pretty good. I'm going to say one more thing. And I don't usually go into this because it's not a big deal. I went out with 5 you knew. I went out with 5 you knew. Okay? This is what 10 years worth of womanizer. I went out with 5 you knew. Alright. Let's move on. Anybody have anything else they want to talk about in the room? We have like an audience now. Most of them are getting paid to be here, but they make noise when I say something that's any good. What else is going on? Anybody down there want to talk? This song, by the way, is so... I'll play it again some time. It's just wild. It's a wild song. Listen to this. Anybody down there want to talk about something before we move on to our music guest segment of the show? This might be slightly a bit bored. I mean, it's a wild song. I mean, I don't want to punch down, but it's incredible. And to be honest with you, it's what's missing from American Idol. It's what's missing. I love hearing things like that. We all miss the good laugh we have. Anyway. Also, make me a judge. All right. So let's get to the music portion of the show. My next guest is a fantastically talented bass player, singer, writer, producer. He does it all. You've known him without knowing him because he's been on some major records, both as a player and a producer. He's here to play, at my request, one of my favorite songs of his. We know each other now through a bunch of different ways, and we'll get to talking about that. Please welcome the one and only Thundercat. Right. You know, they say you're supposed to stand in talk shows, but then this is... Hey, what's happening? Hey, Thundercat. Hey. Everyone say hi to Thundercat.
Hello. Hey, what's up there? Let's go down here and see hands. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, you don't have an Instagram, do you?
I don't.
Does this tempt you at all?
No. I imagine the level of drunk photos that I'd like completely dodged.
Yeah. Well, I haven't been on Twitter since New Year's Eve of last year, and there are times I'll just be sitting around going, oh my God, thank God there aren't hours of my day that I want to die because of something that I wrote. that I watched one person mishandle.
Yes.
And you know how many hours I've spent standing in my kitchen, reading a tweet for the 11th time, going, do I take it down? Do I write it out? Take it down, write it out. And then I go, I'm just going to write it out. And for the amount of time I write it out, I'm just thinking of my next tweet and how I'm going to get out of it.
Yeah.
And I find it's a bit of a daredevil thing that I'm just not, I don't have the heart for it.
Yeah, man. Like, I get tempted every now and again. I'm kind of like, you know, yeah, man, let me just get on there and show people how often I talk to my cat.
Well, can I offer you this? Do you want my password? And every once in a while, you can just jump on and share whatever you like.
Yeah, that's I mean, you may lose followers.
Well,
just by way of this, I imagine Instagram for me to be like an AR-15 of like emotions.
I think people would be all about it. That's one of the things I love about you is I never know which Thundercat I'm about to FaceTime with. You'll get a Thundercat FaceTime and you'll be like, he could be in Tokyo drunk, he could be on a silent retreat, and he's going to do only thumbs up emojis. But you really are a sort of a cosmic cowboy.
Hey man, I try to go for it. You know, I mean, I figured there aren't that many black people in space. We'll be seen.
Not at any given one time.
Yeah, there's like Ahura and then
not synchronously.
Yeah, like Lando Calrissian.
Lando Calrissian was in space.
I just tried to, you know, I know they're doing this landing rockets now. So
how about landing a rocket back where it took off from? I feel like that's not even like technically necessary. It's just like a big middle finger to the rest of the world who says we can't do it.
Like most of us are never going to get a chance to experience. Like, you know, like, oh, cool, the landing rocket. Can I actually get up there?
You know what I say about the rocket that lands down at exactly where I always say weird flex. That's like somebody like breaks your heart in middle school and you go, I'll show you. I'm going to get into jet propulsion. I'm going to fire a rocket in space, and I'm going to back it up to where it came from.
Yeah,
I'm going to back it up.
Valet it.
I'm going to
valet my own rocket.
Shall we valet this rocket and play and show people what it is that you do?
Hey.
Also, we had all of about 40 seconds to go over the song, but we knew it was great. We knew that it was great. We should do it. Hey. It's Eric Krasno. Great Eric Krasno.
Hey, Eric! What the hell? What is he?
Drunk was an amazing album. I agree. Drunk was and is an amazing album. Where do you get that much musicality from?
I think it's from my mom.
all these chord changes. I mean, these incredible, brilliant harmonic movements and chord changes.
I feel like it came from, you know, of course, my parents naturally. My grandparents and some degree, those parents before those parents and the parents before.
Yeah.
But also came from growing up with guys like Cameron Graves and Kamasi, you know, and to name a couple of, you know, some of my favorite musicians literally on the planet that I've known since I was a child. I feel like growing up with them was such a intense moment because it's like, if you got a chance to meet Cameron literally is like, I feel like what every musician is supposed to be, like healthy. Just out the gate, right. He's like, you know, he's healthy and he can play and it doesn't look like it's painful when he plays. Right. Like, I mean, which would imply it's just really healthier.
Yeah. There is always that ratio that kind of agree to that the weirder and more genius a musician you are, the less of a circadian rhythm you abide by, the less of a dietary sort of rule
like you're supposed to be like beat up and ran over by a car.
Yeah, I'm actually experimenting with this thing where I'm not a genius.
There you go.
But that I enjoy all of the things that geniuses miss because they're so busy being a genius, growing their fingernails out and having all this inner pain, that I've decided that I would stop getting good right before genius and just live off the fat of the land.
There you go.
So, let's do this.
Have a little dust on you when the black light comes on, right?
Yeah.
You save a lot of time not getting.
You know what? It's when they stop black lighting you should be worried.
There you go.
It's when they stop.
Right. No more psychedelic. No more.
No, let's play a real stately number.
All right. This space is taking up the whole entire screen. Sorry.
All right, this is going to be great.
What's up, Eric? I see you back there talking. What's going on there? Kid looks like Odell Game. So does your mom.
You can say that on my show. Guests have free reign. You know, there are things I can't say to guests. I mean, I can't say to followers. Guests. get them. You get them. Hey. Shall we do it? You want to we'll do like the record, we'll let the loop go by for a second?
Yeah, sure. Pretty sure I'm gonna
Oh, I gotta tune my guitar.
Yeah,
let's tune up. Guys, if you're tuning along at home, if you'd like to play, this is E.
I'm trying to tune with an envelope filter on it. It's completely absurd. You ever try to tune with like an octave on?
Oh yeah. You gotta put the tuner at the beginning of the chain, my friend. You can't put the tuner after the delay.
It's really, really horrible.
Yeah. Also, I strive to be your level of badass, where you arrive to places with nothing.
Just show up out
and other people just make everything around you materialize. I'm always like, I brought 6 cables. I'm like talking to everyone. You just like brought a bass. I'm like, we'll figure it out. But you're the guy who's just chilling. I need to chill that hard.
Hey man.
All right, let's do it.
A lot of messing up.
Yeah. Do you stress out?
More since Max passed.
Yeah.
Other than that, I beat Spider-Man. Spider-Man was great. I'm waiting for the download content.
Are you a Red Dead Redemption guy?
Man, that's a great question because, like, to be honest with you, I'm just trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
It's a little bit slow moving right now.
I feel like you just like hang out and look at horse prints in the ground, and you drink pop.
Yeah.
And you look at an eagle, and you can I guess you can meet another friend in the game, and you can both look at an eagle together. And the guy says, "Hey, give me some help with my horse," and then you walk over, and then the guy
it
flashes you, and then you steal his horse. Yeah. I mean, it seems like a real
slow build.
Real slow build.
Yeah. Your hat, you lose your hat a lot in the game. Apparently,
you lose your hat. I believe it's called.
Imagine you probably have sex once in the video game and probably die immediately. I don't know, like the West seemed like it was like...
Yeah, well, we had that in Oregon Trail. You could have sex in Oregon
Sex
Trail.
and die.
Yeah. Yeah, you could you'd get dysentery or HR infraction.
Yeah. I'm imagining this is like, Oregon Trail, or Oregon.
This is like a highly detailed Oregon Trail.
Yeah, this is basically that. And I mean, it's feeling.
You can't name yourself Elvis Fuckface.
There you go. There you go.
All right, let's do it. Here we go.
All right.
Let me know when the bridge is.
Right, 1, 2, right there you go.
Yep.
Nobody moves, there's blood on the wood. And that's fine. Where did it go? Did I leave it in the cold? Please give it back, cause it's not yours to take. I step out and I'm lost my mind. Somebody help, cause I can't find my way. Nobody move, nobody move.
Hey, I got that. Here's the bridge.
Somebody tell me how I'm supposed to. Sitting here, knowing it's real. Why in the world would I give my heart to you? What do I do? Knowing it won't turn. Never too long, I've been hold on. Afraid you will lead you through more. Sitting here with a crack on my chest. Heart this broken.
Oh, come on now. Come on now. Woo! Thundercat, ladies and gentlemen. Now, do you remember the last time we saw each other before tonight?
Yeah, man.
We were at a Peppermint Club.
That was a fantastic night.
You were having a fantastic.
Oh man, I would hope so.
I asked you if you remember because I'm not sure that you did.
I mean, not well. I mean, I remember we were
A
there.
little bit of a little half-hand. There you go. So here's what happened. So Dave Chappelle had an incredible gathering of talented people, comics and athletes and actors, and that's great, as only he knows how to do. The Dave Chappelle paperless post is 100% reply, 100% RSVP.
Levels, man. Dave is like,
He's figured it out.
Yeah,
he's figured out how to responsibly slip the shackles of society and what the rules are. And now that's a free thinker.
Yeah.
That's a.
we love you, Dave.
We love you, Dave. So we're backstage, and I'm talking to Thundercat, and LeBron James walks in.
Oh my God.
Now I've never met LeBron. Big fan of LeBron.
I never met him either.
We had never met him. He walks up to both of us. Hey, how you doing, LeBron? See, hey, LeBron, this is Thundercat, and you go on to look LeBron straight in the eye and say, "Can I tell you something? This is a true story." You say, "Can I tell you something?" And you lean in and you go, "John and I both don't like basketball."
Oh man.
So I immediately, and I hated to do this to you, I threw you under the bus. I said, "That's not true.
Totally
I do
merited.
like basketball."
Totally merited.
And then I said, "Sorry, LeBron, I do like basketball." I don't know why he would say a thing like that, but he's also my friend. He's a great guy. You know, everyone backstage. If you're backstage at Dave Chappelle's thing, you're someone who you want to give your best to because you've got a reason to be back there. And then LeBron James goes from giving me about 50% of his focus to a real hard 5% of his focus. And this guy's so famous everywhere he
You
goes.
get a mush in your face, and
Oh, it was
pretty
amazing.
sure everybody would have clapped.
But here's what was great. Every once in a while, Thundercat would look at. Am I tripping? And LeBron would go,
Wow.
"No, you're fine. You're fine." And he would go, "Well, John and I just don't like basketball." And now LeBron is down to just giving 5%. So and he's 110% guy. Complaining about LeBron James, he gives 110%. We are the only two that give 5%. That's how much he was giving to us in conversation. He wanted nothing more than to stop talking to the two of us. And
What was I wearing? Did I at least look
you
cool?
look like someone who could say that and get away with it, and get away with it. You did. You looked incredible. And I said to LeBron, and this again, all of this is true. I said, "LeBron, Dave's looking for you." And I just want to come clean now. Dave was not looking for me.
To make the situation
I just had
better.
to get out of it somehow. And LeBron said, "Great, I'll go see Dave," and never walked anywhere near him after that. But
I mean, to be fair, I have seen LeBron play, and like, I mean, like I can't. I have to eat my words. I'm guessing that's what that is.
I love greatness.
And, if he would have, I'm literally like, like if he would have push kicked me in the back, like as I was walking downstairs, I would, like, I hope that wasn't too offensive. I mean, I'm
Oh no! I mean, that's like someone coming up and saying, "I'm not a fan of your music." I go, "That's
So,
fine."
okay, yeah.
Has anyone ever come up to you and been, "I don't get you"?
I mean, I've had like a beer thrown at me, like
Oh.
a couple times, maybe a shoe, like, you know. I don't know, like, you know, every now and again somebody will walk and be like, "You're not Alan Holdsworth," or
Oh, what? That's the nerdiest put down of all time. Oh my God! If that's your,
it definitely happened.
oh, you're not Alan Holdsworth. Why do I know what shirt he was wearing? Why do I know what shirt the guy was wearing? Oh my good, you're not Alan Holdsworth.
You know?
I mean, in 2018, what a day. I mean, you must have not gotten out of bed for weeks.
But I mean, to be fair, I have seen LeBron play. I mean, and the dude's a powerhouse.
I just love great people who aggravate the world with their greatness.
Yeah, like as soon as he gets into play, it's like there's nobody that can stop him, which is really amazing.
I'm the same way with Tom Brady. Just be great.
Yes.
And great people don't have time for the nuance of explaining to people
little weirdos
why
like
they're
me.
not conceited. And if you're that good, you shouldn't have to pass.
Freaking out.
For
Let me down, reflection.
Especially for weird bad dudes. Like,
dude, you're not weird or fat.
thank you. Thank
Not
you.
weird or
I
fat.
appreciate you.
So you and I are both going to be, unfortunately, at the Mac Miller Celebration of Life show on Wednesday. And you knew Mac much better than I did. And all I can say is, what little I knew him, if I were to scale it out to someone who knew him as well as you did, what a lot. I can't even begin to fathom. What an incredible guy. And have you been surprised or in any way sort of encouraged to see what the response has been since his passing, of people being so loving and remembering him so much?
You know, personally, it's been up and down naturally, you know, as it would be, I guess. And sometimes it's a bit overwhelming, actually, the response to, you know, people being able to see who Mac Miller was. And I'm happy that it actually, like, he actually affected people like that, you know, like, because that's what he was. It wasn't what he was going for, that's what he was, you know.
Brilliant guy. He would, you know, we texted a lot, and you know, you can't teach this to people when it comes to comedy. He's such a funny guy. His ability to play along,
Yeah.
stunning ability to laugh and take your idea and work off of it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people in the industry of comedy or entertainment, they tend to kind of snuff out what your idea is. Oh, here's another one.
Yeah.
What an unbelievably creatively
Yeah.
so cooperative. So if I think there are tickets. Are there tickets still available?
I don't know,
No,
man.
but if there are, try to get to the show because it's going to be incredible. It was actually going to be his
Very emotional.
concert anyway.
It's
Yeah,
going to be very emotional.
and it was going to be his concert anyway. And I was going to sit in on Small Worlds, so I'm going to play Small Worlds in his honor on Wednesday night, Halloween night. I'll be with you there, and I'm sure that people will see one way or another. But that's all about.
Yeah.
What do you say we jam a little bit on the way out?
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
we'll do a light jamming, and I'll do my sermon for the week. How about a little like
Big rest in peace to Mac.
big rest?
Young lad.
You pick a key.
Alright.
It's not that different than the thing we had going on before. I could always do something different. But
Okay. I can't even tell what this bass is, so it's okay.
I know who's the manufacturer of the bass again? Who would you like to give a shout out to? No, I'm kidding. Yeah. I think this is our sermon tonight. very soon. Have a wonderful week. We're back on at our normally scheduled time next Sunday night. We love you. Goodbye.
Oh well. Killed. Damn. How do you follow that up? I'm not here. Well, guess I'm gonna sign.